Ciao Basil, ciao Manga. Tie up your shoes and get walking again. I already done almost 10 miles today. I'm pretty much done with the entire walking. Quite happy with that. I don't need any more walk. Ciao folks, buongiorno. Ciao Basil. Welcome to all of you. We just wait a couple of minutes that slowly everybody's going to get connected. As you can see, we got a super amazing, fantastic day here in Venice. Ciao Linda! Happy Easter. Now I can tell you Happy Easter. We were communicating via messages. Ciao Manga. Ciao Nina. Happy Easter to all of you. And here actually the entire situation is starting to get crazy busy. Everybody is buying Easter eggs, everybody is buying the colomba, which is the typical cake that we eat during Easter. What's the temperature today? And so it's around pretty warm, let me tell you. So you can tell that until minutes ago I was wearing the t-shirt. Actually right now I got a little jacket because it's a kind of windy. But we would have had something like 60 degrees almost, and so it was definitely nice. Sei il nostro coniglio pasquale con la barba. Sì, ciao Los Angeles, ciao lei. Faccio la colomba pasquale oggi. I do the Easter dove actually. Still have winter beards and I don't think that it's gonna go away. But it's definitely get salt and pepper, and so it's getting whiter and whiter the entire situation. Let's see, and so it's gonna take a while before that I go that everything is going to turn away. Actually, let's see what is going to happen. You need some bunny ears. I definitely agree actually that I need some bunny ears. They would fit pretty good on me. And so let me see, get older like the rest of us, absolutely actually, and keep forgetting things, that's the thing. And so buongiorno, benvenuti a Venezia, welcome into Venice. We got a spectacular day actually, and as you can see we got quite a lot of people that they are enjoying the spritz directly from here. Merlino a sinistra, I don't know, let me see, there's any of you, ciao Igor, there's any of you that can spot Basil from the crowd? Can you check it out up the steps? No, I don't see him. He might be in the boat. No, he's not in the boat. He might be drinking a spritz. No, he might chase a pigeon. Can you spot Mr. Basil? Look at here, directly from Seattle, we got Basil that is here. Buongiorno a tutti. And so as you can see today we got an extremely special guest with us today. So the magic sometimes is happening. And so I got the cricket of Pinocchio that is going to ask me any kind of question about Venice today. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. And so at least I got a little helper this time. Let's see what is going to come out. Are we ready to go, Basil? Andiamo. He's ready. How many miles did you walk today?
Today I rested because I knew you were going to make me walk more.
And so today actually Basil said I didn't walk at all because he knew that I wouldn't make him walk actually. Ciao Bev. We are super glad that enjoy your trip, enjoy your day, they are all saying. Grazie. Here we go. Just prepare yourself because this one, as usual, is one of the most incredible spots of the entire Grand Canal. Yeah, see, Manga, you're right. We are definitely tightening up the shoes and we're ready to go. I hope one day I will join you on a walk. Julie, anytime actually. It's quite funny, look. It's like the kids is still answering via the phone. What is doing, Basil?
I haven't seen any of that yet.
He's already missing you directly from the chat. Well, definitely, we were discussing with Basil a few minutes ago how crazy busy is Venice, and asked to Basil what you think about Venice. He said, I thought that it was a little bit less crowded. But it's definitely in love with the city actually, and anytime that you want to appear in the YouTube channel, just pop us, give us a little mail. That's so we will be really happy to to meet you up. Look, Nicole, she's saying uomo barbuto sempre piaciuto. A man with a beard, we always loved him.
Grazie. Grazie, Nicole.
But we got another thing. A man, here in Italy we say that a man without a belly is like a sky without the stars.
Well, I've got a lot of stars.
Yeah, well, both of us we got the entire Milky Way, I believe. Ciao a tutti. And here we go, look at here. And so remember that really soon one of the new Netflix production is going to take place exactly in this palace. And so Mr. John Malkovich, he was definitely doing the shooting for the next week for the Netflix only few weeks ago actually. Guess Venice has totally opened up now. She absolutely right actually, and so compared to several weeks ago, it's definitely open up. And think about that even we're having quite a lot of gondolas that are coming and going, quite a lot of water taxis that they are definitely coming and going, as you can tell actually. And of course we're standing right on the top of Ponte dell'Accademia, the Academy Bridge that has been designed and developed almost 100 years ago. So it has been built up as a temporary bridge. And it's still a temporary bridge. Of course, we are Italians. What you don't do today, you do it in the next few years actually. So you probably remember that in one of the episodes, ciao to all of you. Ciao Hazel, ciao David, ciao London. And think about that the 21st of November, we are normally, grazie mille Eva, and we built up this special bridge that is just going across right here actually, that we crossed it a few months ago to go to the Church of the Salute. And think about that exactly right there we got the Guggenheim Museum. That is, of course, one of the most incredible and most beautiful modern art museums that we got in town. And that's exactly where Peggy Guggenheim, she's buried. It's an unfinished palace, actually, literally, because as you can see, we got just the lower floor. And here on the left, that is the Ca Granda, the big house. The tallest one over there, actually, those folks, they would have had more money than the palace of the Peggy Guggenheim. And they block it off, floor number 1, floor number 2, otherwise they would have spoiled the entire view over the sea. And then of course we got our haunted house, the Cadario. Was she mummified? I think so. She has been mummified probably together with all the lovely dogs that there were something like 15. And I bet she was the things from the crypt. See, that is pretty much the entire idea. Here we go. But here we go. That we got Basil that is having fun enjoying the entire area. but compared definitely to many months ago, we got definitely extra traffic of people coming and going. And we got extra scaffolding. Spero che non vi imbatterete in tutte le persone durante la vostra passeggiata. They are saying that I hope that you are not going to see all the people that they are normally following us into the live show. Otherwise, it's gonna take a couple of years actually. No, that's the thing. I tell you a funny story that is happening really recently. It's an entire week that while that I'm doing virtual tours, while that I'm doing tours with in persons, I got people that they're stopping me or they start to look at me and then they take the phone, they take pictures and then they're like, "You are Igor, I saw you." That is.
You got your own paparazzi?
Yeah, here we go. I got even the paparazzi today. Here we go. Basil paparazzi version. But remember another thing actually. If you're coming this way, if you're coming down to Venice, just behind of Palazzo Cavalli, so literally on the other side, we got one of the most beautiful rooftop terraces of the entire town. And so think about that. We got the music school that is literally around the corner, and that one is just fabulous. Oh, look at here. Here, everybody's getting really excited and everybody is working extremely hard. And so all these workers that are based right in front of us, they are preparing everything for the Biennale. And so actually the Biennale is going to start within 10 days, and so we've got all the vernissage that they're going to be literally one after the other, and some of the best modern art artists from all over the world, they are going to display their own masterpieces of art all over the entire island actually. So this is gonna be a stage, and this one is pretty much classical, and
the dance floor, the
it's gonna be the dance floor. It's like a Saturday Night Fever probably. John Travolta is coming back, Olivia Newton-John, and we got at the other section. Look, remember that if you're coming into Venice during the time of the Biennale, that is gonna be opening around the 23rd, the 23rd of April, and they're going to shut it down on the 27th of November. Every time that you're going to find a banner like this and a kind of a red dot on the side, that one is the logo of the Biennale. If I see one, I show you. But basically, it means that you can normally pop in, ciao Thomas, and that is gonna be super beautiful actually. And it's gonna be exciting mainly because we got a lot of incredible artists in town, but they're going to open up a lot of palaces that are normally shut down, that are normally closed. Ciao Paloma, ciao Anna, ciao a tutti. Yeah, but you're right, Basil. It really looked like the dance floor. We need a bunch of flashing lights.
Yeah, once they string up the lights, we'll know for sure.
Saturday night, I mean, disco night is going to be Friday or Saturday? We need to think about when we go dance. Here we go, that some of you, so we were discussing about how crazy busy the situation is. I mean, this area is still acceptable compared to San Marco. San Marco is definitely pretty busy. Cute club music, so that is going to be fun. You have to know that if you're coming down to Venice, we got only one disco, and is pretty much as is extremely small. Ciao Paloma, ciao a tutti, buonasera a tutti. Here we go, that we're slowly going off the bridge. Let's have a look at how. Here we go, we definitely go dancing. That might be an interesting idea actually. Here we go, behind the scenes of the dance floor. Let me see. This might be the console at this point. Another thing, actually, since that we are definitely moving from the district of Dorso Duro, that is literally behind our heads, our back, actually. That is pretty much where you got the area of the Guggenheim Museum. You got the entire area of the Church of the Salute. It is called San Marco. And so normally, if you don't know exactly in which part of the city you are, just check it out. Here we go. And so we got Sestiere di San Marco. By now you know that the districts, they are not called quarter, they're not called district, but they are called sestiere, from say Campo San Vidal. And so basically Campo is a field, the field of the Church of San Vidal. Remember that if you are right off the steps of the bridge of the Accademia, you got the church that is right here behind, on our left hand side, that they got some of the most beautiful concerts of Vivaldi. Here we go. This is the other.
Was this in a movie?
Pane Tulipani, you're right. They use part of this flower shop, but the original location of Pane Tulipani, it was behind the Church of the Miracoli, the Church of the Miracles that is in Canareggio. And so the shop, it doesn't exist, they made it up, but that was really pretty. And so this one is pretty much one of those lovely spots that the locals, they are buying plants together with the winter gardens in Castello, and so right by Via Garibaldi. But this one is a kind of pretty. Of course you got flowers, but you got even rosemary, sage, lavender. That, of course, Italians, they need all those things, and we keep it out of the window. We got even kumquat, mandarins. Come on, it's the easiest thing to get lost in Venice, no matter how good, it's... but I definitely agree. We said, sì, bravissima, Beth, they are definitely fiori. That's how we say in Italian, fiori, flowers. And definitely getting lost is for sure the best way, actually. And once that you get out of the way, you're going to find quite a lot of locals that are happy to have a chat and talk, and so the entire atmosphere will be definitely way much more interesting. Here we go. As it was, the church actually is no longer a church, but mainly is a concert hall. Here we go, that we got Concerto Interpreti Veneziani. And this is a kind of cool, actually. We got even the dog that is really happy to go into a concert tonight, as you can see. Maybe not.
And these guys do the background music for I Love You Venice, don't they?
You are absolutely right, Basil. You know exactly right. And he's definitely the background of some of the webcam that we got spread out around Venice. Let me see. Oh, that's where Interpreti Veneziani perform. My favorite. And they got two sections. And so one is the Church of San Vidal. The other one is the Church of Saint Theodore, that is right at the footstep of Rialto. But let me see. But as you can see, we got Antonio Vivaldi, of course, with the Four Seasons. But as you can see, we got the 12th, the 14th, the 16th, the 17th, 19th, 21st of April, 23rd and 24th. And let me see how close I can get, but you can get a full idea.
They have a bunch of instruments in there. Is that a museum of
Let's say they got a bunch of instruments. The majority of the instruments.
behind glass?
See, it's the other church actually.
Okay.
That is down between here and the Church of the Lily. And right over there they got a violin, they got viola, they got the bass. And that one is the Museum of Venetian Instruments actually. Let's see if we can sneak in a second. Look, we go quickly, but at least that you can see exactly how the stage look like, and that's exactly where they're going. Oh, and next time, actually, that's so in this way, once that you pop in, this is gonna be a pretty good spot. But right now, actually, even in the Church of the Pietà, exactly where Vivaldi composed the Four Seasons, actually, they are, and that might be interesting. Or otherwise, check it out, the music school of Benedetto Marcello, because the entire idea is that they are able to do free concerts during summertime, actually, and that might be a big important issue. Let's get lost.
Going down here. Okay.
And so
Okay. I'll make sure you don't get mugged.
I got the personal bodyguard today. And so if you're going to see, starting from Monday, somebody in the milk carton that lost in Venice is Igor and Basil. Send the American army to get here, actually. Let me see. Let me show you a window. Let me see. And so this shop is called Indorador. Indorare is to make everything. Here we go. Look who is waving. But basically, they make gold leaf here, and is one of a kind shop where got two of them around the area of Venice. And so, beside of all the little angels, here you come to put definitely the gold leaf. Here we got a family that they are called Battiloro. Battere is to hit the gold, and they are still producing the gold leaf here in Venice itself, actually. Of course, it's a job that is slowly going to die, but this one, it would have been definitely one of the most important job that we would have had here. Bravissima Nina. That we would have had here in Venice, actually, a while ago. Here we go.
I don't like that mirror. It makes me look fat.
So Basil is not happy with the mirror because he said it makes me fat. We need to find one that is going to make us really skinny.
Yes.
And nice too. And so let's have a look at how lost that we're going to get today. I do apologize if here and there we might have few funny signals, but today is extremely busy. And look, every day's life in Venice. The major problem that we're having, unfortunately, Manga, we cannot spot the campanile because we are totally. And the entire idea is that we are having extremely low tide, as you can see. See. And so it's something like 1 month that we're having extremely low tide. And this canal with the next one and two down left are some of the lowest, actually.
I think there's people clamming down there.
See. And so tonight, actually, in a second, Basil and I were going to chase our food that we got clams and mussels all along the embankment, and this is gonna be our pasta ai frutti di mare. So the pasta with clams and mussels. Here we go. But the entire section, here we go, look. Calle del Fruttarol. So basically, they would have been selling fruits down here. And the entire street names for us, they are called Niscioetti, or better, blankets, because they look like a blanket with the name of the street on it. Here we go, that we slowly start to go down the alley. If we're going to have any kind of problems with the signal. So here we go. I just started watching Hello. Ciao to all of you. Here we go. Let me see. Ta-da! Buongiorno. We got the happy bunch today. So, so Basil is apologizing chat anymore, but you will see actually that is a really quiet area, this one. And so if you're planning to come to Venice, make sure that you come down here, because this area, from my point of view, is pretty much phenomenal. Sorry for the signal, I'm going out again. But this area really soon is going to be extremely busy, because we got all the exhibitions of the Biennale that they are going to be on, actually. I remember Basil from his ZZ Top years. Here we go. Of course, we got the Grand Canal that is exactly right in front of us. And this area, here we go, Fondamenta delle Scuole, the embankment of the school. And this one is part of the school, actually. The other thing is, look, something practical about the Venetian life. Look. We got the ladder that is exactly here, because we are a little bit hide away and we don't have many canals. And when the firefighters, they are coming down this way, at least they don't have to bring the ladder with them, and they can easily get it from here. Of course, everything is in wood, because if it would have been in metal, everything was burning, literally. We are slowly going.
Wow. I didn't know we were going to get to see Caponella's birthplace.
No, we're going. Be careful, Basil, that here we got a little doggy do. But let's have a look if we're going to get lost down this alley. And so this area where we are right now, it's like a maze. But we got some extremely interesting hideaway corners, and we got some incredible viewpoint that they're going to go over Grand Canal and so on. Yeah, of course, these are all fire hydrants, and they has been put on right. Is getting pretty happy. It's okay. And, of course, as you can see, it's a Venice that is totally unexpected, as we were saying. Yeah. It's really totally down to earth. It's totally see in all the other tours that we've done it. And this area is really quiet, lovely, relaxing, and you will see the view that we're going to have. We are going to have definitely the view over the Grand Canal. And so we're going to be totally opposite of where they were doing the boat chase of the Italian Job, the remake. Buongiorno a tutti. No, this spot is magnificent. Look at the view, but especially because there's literally only us. Yeah. That's the tricky thing. Oh, look how beautiful. Wow. Let me see.
I'm going to do panorama photos.
Go ahead. And so we got Basil that is going to go with the panorama photo. But the entire idea is we're exactly right in the Grand Canal, but you will always bump into another lots of tourists. No, not really, actually. This area normally is extremely quiet. And so just to give you an idea, the building that is exactly there, actually, we got the ending point of the Regata Storica. And so, of course, around the month of September, they're going to, especially the first week of September, all the best gondoliers, they're going to compete all along this canal. We got the... Oh, here we go. And so we got Basil. Make sure actually that you're going to visit Carrezzonico, that is the museum.
I have a ticket. I'm going to try to visit.
And so, but that definitely is going to be really pretty, especially because you got all the furniture of the 16 and 1700 of Venice, actually. And here we go. This is pretty. This canal exactly there is the one that they were using. Sergio Scalzini celebrate 2 months of membership. Ciao Sergio. Palazzo Barbarigo, aspetta, è a sinistra, Nina. Scusa, ma è verso sinistra. Thomas ogni tanto si blocca, immagino, ma anche perché siamo incastrati tra un punto e un altro. Ciao Nadia. Here we go, that everybody knows everybody. And the entire idea is, so basically the boat chase of the Italian job, the remake, it was taking place exactly there. And then you remember that we saw it, the Square di San Trovaso, where they produce the gondolas, is all the way up and down that canal. And Basil and I, a few minutes ago, we pretty much started right in front of the Accademia building. Remember that in 2024, if nothing's gonna happen, we should be able to see the original sketches of Leonardo of the Vitruvian Man
At the Academia.
at the Accademia. Absolutely, they display up in the balcony. Joining the sunshine, but the entire, yeah, look how quiet. Let's see. Yeah, this section it might be jumping a bit. Of course, we're a little bit hideaway. It's coming and going.
It's the banana ferry.
See, we got the banana. Climber. We don't have any monkeys except me. But here we go. The next section, and from this point we're going to try to chase where Casanova was born. So Mr. Casanova was definitely born here in Venice on the 1725. Look, you remember that we were talking about sage, basil, everything? Here we go, it's right there in the balcony, ready to be used. Here we go. Lo so che è instabile, ho visto. I try to go out. I know that the signal in this section is funny. I try to go out and then this is pretty much the neighborhood where Mr. Casanova was born, and that's where he grew up, literally. So think about that, 2nd of April. He was born exactly at the end, right here. I will show you the plate in a second. And he was growing up with the grandma, mainly because the mother, she was performing literally all over Italy. Here we go, let's see. In one of these houses in this street of the comedy was born on the 2nd of April of 1725, Giacomo Casanova. Is Basil a sage? Played pun in the It's absolutely love those very narrow streets. No, you're right, actually. These narrow streets, they're lovely. And especially this section is just beautiful, actually. But this is definitely the entire area where Giacomo Casanova was definitely born. And that behind that, yeah, we already started to put all the cyclamens into our balconies, and behind of this building actually there's one of the most beautiful rose gardens of the entire area of Venice. In the next month all the roses, they are going to be all white and blossoming, and those are going to be really, really pretty actually. But definitely birthplace of Casanova. We would have had even a Casanova museum until the lockdown started. That used to be exactly here. Right now, actually, give me a second. Yeah, lenses are a bit better. I just love those arched windows. Yeah, those are really pretty actually. I really love those, the pointed windows too, actually, with that kind of Byzantine influence that they're always superb. Think about that. At this moment, we're going to jump from cyclamens into petunias really soon. And here, actually, all the ladies, they're going to do a kind of competitions who's got the nicest balcony. Thus, nobody knows exactly which house he was born. Julie, you are right. And so they said in one of these houses. So this is pretty much the district, but let's say this is the neighborhood at the end of the day. It's a kind of difficult because it was a pretty big area and they were all put it together. Here we go, Basil. We're right opposite of your. Take your time. We're right opposite of your Vaporetto stop at this point.
Some of these traghettos, I found out, they don't run all day.
And so
Some of them are something.
you are right. And so especially some of the number 2, which is the express boat that is doing the total length of the Grand Canal, they might stop a specific time of the day. At that point, actually, you are forced to get the water bus number 1. If you are talking about the traghetto, okay, sorry, I forgot the Vaporetto, but you are right.
Some of them only a certain time of the day.
See, and so let's say the traghetto San Samuele, that it used to be the shortcut to go from this embankment to the other embankment, is one. It's a long time that is not working. The majority of the traghettos, they open around 7:30, depends if they wake up, but let's say around 7:30 they open it up and they shut it down around 6 p.m. Of course, the one that you took a few days ago in front of the Salute, the one that is right by the Church of the Lily or the Giglio, the one that is down by the fish market, those are operating pretty often, but I mean all day long, but they shut it down around 5:30, 6 o'clock. If mama is calling them and they need to close everything down immediately, or we are Italians actually, anything can happen at that point. It's a matter of priority. Priority means a spritz time, priority means sandwich time, nap time, all these things. But that's pretty much the idea. Here we go. But definitely, Basil doesn't like going on the Vaporetto. Here we go, that we got all the Vaporetto stops. But we can clearly see the Carezzonico at this point. And then slowly we're getting to see especially Palazzo Grassi, and this one is basically one of the most important exhibition center for modern art that we're having right now. So think about that, the entire palace, the entire palace, it belongs to Salma Hayek and his husband actually. Think about that, Mr. Casanova, he done one mass right here in the Church of San Samuele. He done one preach. At that point, actually figured out that he wasn't his cup of tea. He realized that being a priest, he wasn't exactly how he expected. From that point on, he just gave up, and then he became what he became. Since that we're talking about Casanova, let's see, Basil, how many women do you think that Casanova had?
Well, according to him.
According to him, 3 million. And
Right. It's got to be a couple hundred.
And so from him or you? And so from him, actually, it's a couple of hundred, and it's about right, actually, because at least he was honest to himself. That is pretty true, actually. And somebody actually, when they took all the memories of Casanova, that there were 6 books written in French, because French was the language of the nobility of that time. It was the most popular one.
It's the sexy language.
The sexy language, absolutely. Sexy language with hot chocolate, that was the key, actually. So now, strawberry champagne is kind of expensive, but definitely 137 are the ladies that Mr. Casanova ended up having approximately. But the legend, it was way much bigger than him. Durante l'ultimo carnavale ero mascherato da Giacomo Casanova. Ecco. Chase pigeon. Yeah, and later on we put a little bit of salt into the tail to chase the pigeons. But that's what we take, actually. Just chase them. Of the There's only a few of us, as you can. The street that we are at the moment, it would have been a canal. So slowly they cover. And so they were able to enter directly from the Grand Canal, and they would have come all the way down here, actually. I hoping one day to cross paths with you myself. Bob, anytime, actually. Bob, that's what happened last week, actually. I was doing in-person tour, and at that point somebody heard my voice, and then they started to take pictures, and they hear my laugh, and they got to me. That was a kind of funny, and so that's how they recognize me, by laugh. But anytime, once that you're coming this way, just stop me. Oh, look at here, little Venetian merchants grow up. We get closer, and we got the kids that they are selling. See, it's a garage sale. And so that is definitely one of the best games that we got here during summertime. Remember one thing. Remember that once that you are getting into Venice, to go to and here we go, all over the entire city of Venice, especially in we got these special celebrations that is, and the best artists from all over Europe, they're going to be displaying their own masterpieces of art in the Church of San Giorgio. And then you can definitely book quite a lot of experiences around. And that might be interesting, actually. So something new. And so they do it pretty much every year. Actually, let me see. Here we go. Let's see that we're going to see the little kids what they're selling today. But this area is extremely nice because we got a lot of art galleries, we got a lot of antique shops, we got this Venice factory, that we got this lovely masterpieces of art, actually. But it became in a way the Soho of Venice, where they sell the best pieces. Here we go, that we got the little kids that they are definitely doing the market, that I show you what they are selling. We got a little bit of books, we got a little bit of toys, and so we got the lady that she's asking, how was your day today? Did you sell anything? It's not bad, we are quite happy. And that is cute, actually. Yeah, for some of the American friends, here we go. We got the Santa Maria Novella perfume factory down in the area of Florence. We got next one that they produce frame glasses. But oh, Thomas the train, you spot it, you spot it. This section, as I told you, it worth a little visit actually. As you can see, we got all these amazing artisans. Sì, sì, brava, Firenze, Firenze. Child labor. Don't tell anybody. Shh. But here you always been like this actually, that you do the garage sale in the area from the beginning. And from this point on, actually, if you are art collectors, if you are into antiques, this is gonna be your paradise. The glasses, the drinking glasses with the stars, those are really nice and pretty. But even this one with the crabs is not bad. Look at here, some more paintings, and yeah, this is the other thing actually. This lady that is Sylvia, she's a French lady friend of mine, that she's making all these amazing lamps. And so the main atelier is Murano, the working area, and right here actually she's displaying all these amazing lamps. Yeah, remember that if you don't know where to go, you always keep an eye that you might find per San Marco, per Rialto. And so just
Or a bar.
or
You don't need anywhere to go.
no, you're right. When
a
you are
bar.
tired, you sit down, you get a bunch of spritz, and that's exactly what you need actually. But and there's always a good excuse to stop for a drink actually. But if you don't have a bar, you got a great little supermarket. And so starting from the Cipriani food experience. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. And thank you for supporting us, that the gas bills, they're getting sky high. But definitely, here we go. Cipriani. We got all the balsamic vinegar, actually, of course, arriving from the area of Modena. We got what is Bottarga right there. That is basically the eggs of the fish. We got the Cipriani pasta. What's good? Leonardi. Leonardi. It's another great company that they produce balsamic vinegar. The lady that ran Leonardi at the moment, I believe she's around 85 years old, and she's hilarious. And every time that I'm visiting her, is like, do you know why the Ferrari, they are so fast? They added up few drops of my vinegar into the tank and they speed up, and she's amazing. And here we go. But well, yeah, look at here. We got olive pate, we got pistola trapanese, we got pera kosher. And so those are all the marmalade that normally you use it for your cheese. That is.
The next window is pretty nice.
Basil is just saying the next windows is pretty nice too. Starting with a little bit of sake. We got some whiskeys, we got some bourbon, we got some grappa, we got some gin. Look at this. Look at this kind of copper color bottle. Thank you, Linda. And this one, Bottega. It's a company that is from Vittorio Veneto, Conegliano, which is something like 1 hour away from here. And are the first one that they created these bottles that it look like all in copper. How to spell in Italian the fish under the window? Bottarga, B-O-T-T-A, Bottar, R-G-A, Bottarga. Even these labels on the gin, that is pretty cool. The Japanese one, nice. What we got? We got some tequilas.
I I need to go buy some souvenirs.
So definitely Basil decided to buy some souvenirs. Ciao Basil, see you later. Bottarga, grazie Nina. And here we go, the Capriol. It is one for us, is one of those old brands that we got. The Bottarga is so tasty, you're right, and is no, you do the pasta normally. Some more souvenirs?
No. No.
The other thing is, look at here, Rubelli fabrics. And so Rubelli together with Tessitorie Bevilacqua are some of the best one for the fabrics. And as you can clearly see, it's amazing. And so if you're coming here, sorry ladies, this is gonna be something really amazing for you. But think about that, if you're coming down always from the Homo Faber, you're going to have beautiful celebrations inside of these shops, and you can just pop in. Yeah, this bag with the fabrics over there is wow. Goes well with the tiramisu as well. Those are fantastic, actually. Let's have a look at the next one. Of the previous one.
I'm still thinking about the previous.
Okay.
I was wondering, are they handmade fabrics?
They are all beside of the scarf here.
Is it silk or different material?
Is the majority is silk, and let's say that this one, that one, they're all handmade fabrics actually. The way the looms, they are situated in the mainland, but of course this one is the main showroom, and they got even a kind of a museum of the Rubelli fabrics actually, that is not far from here, and normally that's what is going to be open for these special occasions actually, for the Homo Faber. Look, here we go, that's what I was looking. Ramo della piscina. I know that some of you speak Italian, but piscina is swimming pool, but in this case, as you can see, piscina is not really a swimming pool, but it would have been like a big gigantic fish tank. So right here we would have had literally a fish farm that were having trouts, carps, perch, but basically fish from the fresh water actually. If you would have bought fish from salted water, you would have been considered poor. And that's the reason why they open up these special fish tanks. Of course, now it's all covered up, but in the past, it would have been totally different. Let me see. Yeah, that's the other thing. Look, I know, Basil, that you've seen, but look at this palace. Does it look familiar to you?
It's a palace.
It's a palace. If I say New York, it look like which palace in New York?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Flatiron Building? No? And so if you look at it, it doesn't know.
Oh yes, it definitely looks like
It
that.
definitely looks like that. Here we go. He's still thinking about the souvenirs. That's the point. No, the thing is, the shape is exactly like the Flatiron Building in New York. And since that we got an extremely limited space, as it was by the Flatiron Building, they built it up at this special building in a really special way, actually. Buona Pasqua a tutti. Buona Pasqua to all of you, actually. Thank you to all of you for following all of us, and thank you for supporting our channel. Grazie mille a tutte, grazie Paloma, grazie, grazie, grazie. And then of course we start to see all the planks that they are spread out all over, so it means that this is a pretty low area, and quite a lot of the doors they're normally getting deteriorated from the high tide, low tide, all these things actually. Don't forget that right there we got the water, and so once that the water is definitely rising, the entire section here is going to be totally covered up by water. Basil, do you have 40 million euros spare?
No.
no. Ah, bad luck to me. So next time. No, I'm easily if you had the 40 million spare, because actually if you got 40 million spares, that's pretty much what you can buy. That's how far that you can go with 40 millions. That one is Palazzo Pisani Moretta, and that's supposed to be the kind of price. Uh, that's what we can buy with 40 millions.
I have a business proposition. We could earn 40 million, buy this building. You know what Venice needs? A foot massage.
A foot massage. we and so until a few years ago we would have had a fish massage.
Oh, you stick your
So you stick the fish in the fish bowls.
right, right.
I made a mistake. I put my feet into the fish bowl and they all died. I spoiled no, everything, ran out of business. But basically, the palace that is right there, the pinkish one, is the one that Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp they were sticking out of the balcony in the movie, The Tourist. Actually, yeah. Look at the reflections, everything. See,
Right there where that woman is.
Not where the woman is, but
The far side of the canal.
see on the far right, literally opposite. Look at the reflections, the colors. We're slowly getting the golden hours. Actually, today it's a bit misty. The canal that we're having quite a lot of traffic, and look how everything is twisted and crooked. That of course it's fishy. So I saw a bunch of crabs walking around this morning. Actually, I saw.
Use crabs for your foot massage.
No, that might be probably not the right fish. I believe. Here we go. Look how it's working. Here we go. As you can see, the bridges that we're starting, that they are starting to be here, they are slightly different than the stone bridges, and so we are pretty much having metal bridges, and so it means that they has been built it up by the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Actually, look, quiet, peaceful, lovely, fantastic, as usual. And the entire area of St. Mark is crazy busy at the moment. But as usual, look, you dock your boat right here on the side, you jump directly from the embankment directly into your boat. And then from here, actually, you speed up probably down to the beach mainly. Yeah, by now you know that 50-60% of the Venetians actually they are normally using boats, but mainly we use boats to go literally to the beach. So we don't really need it. We don't really use it for fun. I mean for shopping. Ho fatto in tempo a non vederlo da queste parti, Thomas. You always take us to the best places. I'm happy that you and we are not even getting lost. That's the other point that is not always coming together. But this area, it's an area that I really, really, really like actually. But look how busy the other bridge is. Yes. See, you're right, Basil. You can see the rooftop of the Salute, the dome of the Salute. That is exactly there. But in a second, Basil and I were going to give you the best shot of the day, actually. See, we need one bridge, no, two bridges, actually. Yeah, remember that here, when you need to say that is not far, it's a bridge and a street away from you. When they tell you that is a bridge and a street away from you, it means that is extremely close, actually. Un ponte in Acae in Venetian. un ponte, a bridge, e a calle, like calle in Spanish. Here we go. Look at the beauty of these rooftop terraces. What do you think? Sitting up there, enjoying a glass, and it's not bad. Really relaxing, especially at this time of the day. And that's exactly how it's normally working. Of course, at this time of the year, you mainly hang all your laundry. But during summertime, that is a fantastic spot to enjoy an evening meal. Here we go.
I read somewhere platforms used to be for bathing. Is that true?
And so all these platform, rooftop terraces, call it whatever, actually, the entire idea is they used to be not really bathing, but it was more like a beauty salon. And so 500 years ago, the majority of the ladies, they were totally freaking out to have Venetian red color hairs, that it was like a copper color, or that was more or less the idea. And the entire idea is that they were wearing a big hat, no top. They would spread the hairs around, and then they were using the urine, the pee of the horse directly into the hairs. That is basically bleach. The sun was burning the hairs, and you would have had Venetian color hair.
Wow.
And you would have been super fashionable at that point.
It smelled very good.
That's why the husband would have kicked the lady up there, that it was a little bit more extra air, all these things. And they bleached. Here we go. Andiamo slowly this way. We're going to bother some extra pigeons. Does Igor have any tours in Venice coming up? We will be there April 20. Susan dropped me an email actually. I got tours, but I don't have the agenda with me. And so if you check it out under the live that we're doing, you're going to find my website. But definitely the email is info@tourleadervenice.com, info@tourleadervenice.com, or www.tourleadervenice.com, and you are going to find my website. Drop me an email, and then later on, once that I'm getting home, I can check it out, what I'm doing on the 24th, 28th. I might be available, I got no idea, because actually Italians, especially me, are really good in two things: memory, and I forgot, as usual. But here we go, the view down this area. Thank you to all of you. Welcome. Ciao Basil, we got married. She's saying ciao Basil.
Ciao.
Hold on.
Ciao Renato.
Nina is info@tourleadervenice.com. Here we go. We got Mary. Ben arrivato. Welcome to Venice. Basil.
Grazie.
Thank you. Here we go. Let me see the new chat. Let's slowly go this way. 2 more bridges and then viewpoint. How many bridges did you do on the last few days?
I don't know. I haven't counted them, but you know what Venice needs?
What we need?
A competition to see who can plot a course over every bridge. If you could plot the shortest course over every bridge in Venice, maybe you win some prize.
No, that it will be, but even doing treasure hunt in Venice, it might be, we go down this way, but the entire idea, here we go, Calle dei Avvocati, the street of the lawyers, actually. As working exactly like in any medieval town, we would have had special streets for special jobs. And so you got the street of the lawyers, you got the street of the blacksmith, you got the street of the stable, and so on, actually. But we can think about a new competition, Basil. That is gonna be fun. Or a new game dedicated to Venice.
I tried playing on Google Maps, and I didn't get very many bridges crossed, and it was a 4-day walk, and I didn't even cover a small percentage of them.
We should do like a Monopoly or a Risco or anything similar, or something like Get Lost in Venice and or anything similar. Look at here. Few lucky one can get something like this, and so the garden is really outstanding. That we got magnolia trees, and they got even a private well actually. Yeah, this has been totally recently renovated, and they done a super amazing job actually. Are we ready for the best shot of the day actually? Look how low the entire thing is. Yeah, you can clearly see. Sorry. Here we go. It's extremely low. That one is all land. Sì, Julie, the tortoise. Grazie, Mary. That's the thing, the tortoise, the turtles, actually they're going to have a lot of fun here.
It'd be a good place to go clamming.
See, that is gonna be interesting. Rooftop templars, bridges, and all no tourists. Yeah, you see, it's something like 1 hour that we are keep walking. Of course, we met a little bit of tourists, but not many.
No.
And they didn't really bother us. We probably bothered them.
I never would have discovered this part of Venice.
So Basil is just saying I would have never discovered this part of Venice. Charlotte, do we have any fish here? So we might have sardines, octopuses, we do have cuttlefish, we got fish, stingrays, and Basil said, oh yes. And so Basil was telling me to St. Mark's Square around 8:30 this morning. He opened up the door.
It was very quiet.
It was very quiet. He's right. Right now it's not really quiet, unfortunately. I don't know if it is fortunately or unfortunately. Quando la visita alla via del Prosecco, Mary, questa è una grandissima idea, è che devo andare che se no muoio. When I win, I'll rent the top floor for you. Let me see. Here we go. And so prepare yourself because we're going to have for sure the best shot of the day. And from here, as you can see, there's literally me. Basil is behind me. But ciao Diana, saludos al Mexico, ciao a tutti. But let's say at the moment it's a kind of busy the city, and even yesterday was busy, and I was having a chat with Fabio. The next few days is overbooked, 104%. It's almost impossible that you find a spot here actually. Hold on, let's keep the secret. Let me see. Are we ready? Da-da! Ce ne vogliono 2 spritz, Mary. So this one, in my opinion, is one of the best viewpoint of the see 104 compared to 25% is quite amazing. But look at here, right on the top of the Rialto bridge is crazy busy. For us here is just me and Basil, and so it's just fantastic. So it's just perfect, literally. So think about that for all the friends. Remember that Mr. George Clooney, he got married exactly here in the hotel Amman, A-M-A-N. And that day actually they just blocked off the entire Grand Canal, and all the locals, they were a bit cranky. And the majority of the Venetians that day, they decided to leave the entire city. But here we go. We're definitely getting into golden hours, and the view, as you can see, is just wow. Amman, as you can see, is really beautiful. Now we are extremely lucky with this viewpoint that I'm normally using it quite a lot actually, because it's probably one of the best one that we got in town. And at this time of the day, the reflection, who told Mr. Nespresso the secret of the view? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Cosa pensi dello spritz con il luzzardo? Allora, io ultimamente sto bevendo lo spritz con rabarbaro e secondo me è il più buono. Non riesco più a bere lo spritz né col Campari perché per me è troppo forte, né con l'Apero. Per me col rabarbaro è eccezionale ed è una cosa che ho riscoperto da poco. Yeah, we're definitely talking about spritz. If I like it with Luxardo, with Aperol, with Campari, personally, really, well, a while ago actually, I rediscovered the spritz with the rhubarb, and that, in my opinion, is one of the nicest one actually. Yeah, of course, we are right by the Grand Canal, and the view is just sensational actually. Of course, being the Grand Canal is like being Madeira, Barbaro. Eh sì, Mary, ovviamente siamo tutti differenti, ognuno ha il suo stile, i suoi gusti, ma quello con rabarbaro secondo me è eccezionale. D'estate per la sete, wow, è veramente buono. Allora, vabbè, dipende dove vai, ma quello dei fratelli Alaimo in piazza San Marco è qualcosa di strepitoso, sono fenomenali. Venezia, filmaron la pellicola dell'imperatrice Elizabeth. Sì, 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 è giusto, Diana. Veridad. But they didn't film only Sissi. Here actually, Mr. Spider-Man, he was hanging with the web directly from the Rialto Bridge. 007 Casino Royale, 007 from Russia We Love, 007 con il rabarbaro spritz di gioia, eh sì. Dopo il secondo te si destirà, ma questa è un'altra roba. You got 007 Moonraker, you got 007 from Russia We Love, Moonraker and Casino Royale. Dopo che abbiamo 007, sì, abbiamo i Pokémon, Mickey Mouse Gondolier, we got The Italian Job, the remake. Chissà se a Vicenza mi guarderanno storto, ma sì, mi importa, assa star. Ah si perda, non capisce niente. Ignorano la bontà. Ma secondo me è da provare, uno lo prova, dopo te mai disse un attimo, ma tutto bene. Charlotte, we are just lucky that the video is funny every time. Ciao Fer! No, the thing is, it's just a coincidence, and we're just lucky that we're having a beautiful weather actually. We've been extremely lucky. It's nice, warm, and perfect. Ciao Basil! Everybody is saying that we are extremely lucky that we got this amazing day with this amazing weather actually. And this one, it would have been another canal. You can see that on the left hand side we got this piece of stone that is sticking out, but definitely would have been another canal. Ma cosa lo accompagni? Baccalà di Calle de Abis. Non sarebbe mia una brutta idea. Allora, io devo dire una cosa, Francesco. Io questa settimana, ai piedi del ponte di Rialto, c'è il Baccaro dei Bischeri. Lasciamo stare che Roberto è toscano, ma poco in frega. Lui fa la schiazzata con il baccalà sopra. Cosa di Quindi praticamente io proverei anche la schiazzata del baccaro dei bischeri. Here we're definitely discussing about how you should or what you should combine the rhubarb spritz actually. And so right at the footstep of the Rialto Bridge there's a baccaro, there's a bar actually that is run by a friend of mine that is Roberto. And Roberto actually is from Tuscany. He done the schiacciata, which is a really flat bread with this amazing baccalà. How are your feet, sir? They are asking.
How are my feet?
See?
I'm doing okay.
He's doing okay. He's doing okay.
I've never seen an elevated campo, but it's because there were canals.
And so it's an elevated campo because in this way it would have been way much easier actually to collect the water actually. As you can see, we got the drainage system 1, 2, 3, and 4. And right here we would have had the cistern that they were collecting the rainwater. Underneath we would have had all the pipes, so being elevated it was way much easier. In this way, inside of the pipes we would have had the sand. The sand was filtering the water and making everything possible. Susanna, where is Basil from? Seattle, California. Washington. I mean, on the top of California. I was straight saying north from California, south from Canada. It was my fault. Sorry. Look at here. We're starting to see Fortuny. And think about that. Fortuny is the other amazing spot that you should visit, actually. They reopened the entire museum really recently, and Mariano Fortuny, that he was definitely Suzanne, she's from Portland. It's pretty much your neighborhood.
Yeah, neighborhood.
And the entire idea is that Mariano Fortuny was definitely arriving from Spain and introduced some amazing fabrics between the 1800s going into the 1900s. So it's more like a fabric museum nowadays. Look at the windows. Those tiles, round shaped tiles, is all blown glass. Arriving directly from the area of Murano with stainless steel in between. It's like stainless steel glasses, and they are extremely elastic because since that Venice is always sinking, moving, everything, the glass with a stainless steel glass window is not cracking down, and that is pretty. Oh, hi Basil, I'm from Vermont. This is Charlotte. Sono argentino, ho vissuto per lavoro 6 mesi a Treviso e mi sono innamorato del Veneto, adesso viaggio ogni anno, il Veneto nel cuore. Siamo praticamente vicini di casa, eravamo vicini di casa perché io adesso abito a Treviso, quindi sono in centro a Treviso, sono vicino alla stazione dei treni. No, definitely Francesco, it's always nice to be back in Venice. Ciao. Assolutissimamente. Here we go. It's just say hello to all the community actually.
Hi everybody, how are you?
Siamo 270 collegati momentaneamente.
Da dove?
È un po' quasi tutti americani, ma abbiamo argentini, abbiamo qualcuno che arriva dal Canada, abbiamo qualcuno che arriva dall'Inghilterra, qualcuno italiano, abbiamo un po' di tutto attaccati.
Hey guys, how are you?
Here we go.
Set up in a very special place. Grazie.
Se poi ti attacchi su I Love You Venice, La stiamo mandando in onda direttamente su YouTube.
This is a Van Morrison song called Have I Told You Lately? Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my life with gladness, take away my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Morning light. Today, with hope and comfort, that's it.
A te.
Fill my life with laughter. Somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine. Like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the
Ciao, grazie mille.
Ciao everybody.
Ci dai il tuo nome?
My name is Francesco Colabella.
Francesco Colabella.
Yes, and I'm from Bari, from the south of Italy. I came to Venice to study Chinese, but then I found out I love the guitar, and the Chinese is in the drawer, and because what I do is play music for the people. This is what makes me happy. Because life is very short and we don't know how long we live. We have to take advantage and do what we love.
Ciao Francesco, ciao, alla prossima, grazie mille, ciao ciao. There we go, been pretty lucky that we got a lovely moment. And now we got a special request from Basil. And so when I met him today, he said, look, I need to go where the spiral staircase is. That one is always tricky.
But the point was that I would be able to find it.
And so I will.
I have to go that whole route.
No. I tried to. Let me see. There we go. Francesco Burlini, ho fatto servizio militare all'aeroporto militare. Hai due mori, eri, ma dai. I will take note of the name. Il mondo è piccolo qua. Yeah, it's definitely a really small world. And so here we go. And we are right beside of pretty much one of the only cinema that we got in town. Yeah, it's not a city for young anymore, this one. And unfortunately, we got one disco, one cinema, and that's it. Julie, you never been to find it either. And It's always street. We take the side street because the other one is too busy. I know it's always really difficult actually to get the Scala Contarini del Bovolo, the spiral staircase, and it's last few years they took all the sign off. Nobody's able to go in and out. Nobody's able to to get there, and that might be pretty tricky sometimes. But the easiest way is we're literally next door to the Rialto Bridge. We're going to be in a second in Campomanin, Campo space MANIN, Campomanin. See, we're walking, the color is beautiful. It seems that you're getting literally into there. Here we go. You can normally find out Campomanin because that's how it looked like, that you got this kind of ugly building that is exactly here actually. Oh, let me show you this. This is something that I really like it. Look what is arriving right now. Da-da, the gondola. And that is a nice viewpoint. Julie, we need Manin, extra N at the end. Here we go. And definitely once that you're getting right at this point, that you're starting to see this super modern building, we are going to be just beside that. Nel 2019 l'ho chiesto il matrimonio nella Torre del Bovolo il 31 dicembre, dopo è stato il Covid e ancora niente il matrimonio. Aia, aia, aia. Che sia coincidenza, che sia stata una fortuna, boh, ma saperte. Non so. Oh Gigi! Ma tutti i gondolieri bake che sei proprio te. Ciao Gigi, here we go, that we got Luigi that is there. Oh, Sì, ma un poco ebrio però, dai, avanti. That is training for the regatta storica, look, go, go. Sei quasi come Vignotto, Pio Manco. You are right, Julie. The building right over there is definitely out of place. We would have had the church of San Paterniana actually exactly here. Since that it was falling apart, it wasn't in a great shape. Actually, they tear down the lovely church, and especially during the 60s, 1960s, this is the time that we started to do all these amazing mistakes. That you can really see that is out of space, is not matching, is not the right area. And so right now Basil and I, we try to take you to the spiral staircase of the Scala Contarini del Bovolo. I know that the signal is gonna be extremely funny, sorry about that, but ciao Dalia. I try to show you as much as I can. If the signal is dropping, I just ran back and let's see. Pronto, Basil. And so you got the statue here, you got the lion over there, you got the scaffolding. See? And so the thing is, I don't think that the scaffolding will be away for the next 2 or 3 years. As usual. Just remember that this one is always here. And so Hotel Centauro. Hotel Centauro. That's exactly what we need to find, because from this point, unfortunately, no sign. And we slowly start to get inside of the little alley. Del Bovolo. I know that the signal at this point is going to be extremely funny. Here we go. Look. Here we go. The only sign on earth. It is exactly here. That's Scala Contarini del Bovolo. So as long that you're coming here, that's the only thing that is going to tell you that we got the Scala Contarini del Bovolo. Give me a second. I try to wait that everything is going to be empty. I try to do quick because I know that the signal it might drop in a second. Let me always keep an eye. Here we go. Let me try to go quickly. No, it's okay actually, since because there's nobody around. That's probably why. When I did it before, it was too much. Here we go. Scala Contarini del Bovolo. Scala, staircase. Contarini, it's a family name, but definitely snail because it looked like a snail. Look like in a... Give me a second. Here we go. I should be back slowly, slowly. I know, I knew that I was losing the signal. That's why that I told you. Io direi going to drive into Venice before crossing the Bridge of Liberty right over there. On the right hand side you got a parking lot that you spend €6 for the entire day, and then you can catch any buses that are going to take you into Piazzale Roma, and that might work it out pretty well. Yeah, I knew that. Let me see, I should be back actually. That right now I got full signal and I should be fine. And so I hope that you was able at least to see a little bit of it. Lost the sound. Yeah, I'm really sorry folks, but I know that is definitely a dead area, a dead zone, and from that point actually there are no way. I will be there in Venice in early July. Do you do tours? See, Neil, I will be doing tours the entire year actually, and so just get in touch with us, and so there will be no problems. And so let's slowly walk back down to the area of the Rialto bridge. But basically, going back to the idea of the Scala Contarini del Bovolo, snail staircase, mainly because the owner wanted to go to bed with a horse. And having a spiral shape, it would make life a little bit easier for the horse. And think about that one, it was the back entrance. That one, the main entrance, it would have been directly from the water, which is the best place to see the Regatta Storica. The best place to see the Regatta Storica is probably, let me see, once that you get by the area of Carezzonico, that might be a kind of busy, but if you're going to stand along the embankment close by the area of the Accademia, or if you're going where the Rialto market is, at least you're going to realize some of the hotels or some canal. I'm planning to go on early September. If you're coming here early September, actually, this is going to be pretty cool, especially because at that time of the year it will be really amazing because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's not too crazy busy. Matt Underwood coming next Friday. So you are literally on the way. Let's say at this weekend, I mean, starting from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I believe that it's going to be a kind of a big, massive disaster, and it's going to be really, really, really busy. After that, starting from next Monday, everything is going to go back to normality, I believe. Ti saluto da me, Firenze. Grazie mille Paola, grazie a voi. So we're going to end up in the next few minutes that we're going to end up with the view over the Grand Canal. So we will be right next door to the Rialto Bridge, and the view is always amazing. But the view that we had it before, that we were all alone, that was sensational. And this area is quite interesting because we are right beside of the municipality. Actually, we got all the governative buildings that they are situated right in this area. And of course, all the planks for the high tide that are always extremely ready because, you know, Easter is busy as usual. Every time that you're going to have Italian holidays, that is probably the worst time of the year actually to come into Italy, literally. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the atmosphere of the Grand Canal at this time of the day.
It's calming down.
It's definitely coming down.
Yeah,
Here we go.
that's nice.
See, starting from this point, it should be 6:30. By 7:30, she's slowly starting to get dark. At this point, we're definitely having a little bit of the sunset. Carnevale in Easter is really boom. This year is, Carnevale, it was quiet, but it's always really busy. And so, folks, thank you again for following us from the channel. I love you, Venice. It has been a great pleasure to have Basil with us today, directly here. And so, something unusual that is not happening all the time. And so, if it happened to be to see me or Basil around, just stop us. It will be really nice to have you here. Grazie mille a tutti. Alla prossima. Have fun, happy Easter, and thank you once again to help our channel week after week. Grazie mille. Let me show you and let me end you with the view over Venice.